Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Blue Wave. So, Michelle Lujan Grisham, the governor of New Mexico, the state that I live in, beautiful state, has banned the carrying of firearms in public via a emergency order, and as well as declaring the gun control or gun violence, epidemic a health emergency. And in doing so, she has sparked up a firestorm of backlash against her from people on the left, people in the center, people from the right, people up, people down. Like, everybody seems like they have something to say about Michelle Lujan Grisham's move to ban the carrying of firearms in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. And so I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this CNN article here, which says, New Mexico's governor just temporarily banned the public carrying of firearms in Albuquerque. Here's what you need to know. Michelle Lujan Grisham signed an emergency order banning both open and concealed firearms in Albuquerque and surrounding Bernalillo County on Friday, setting off a stream of backlash and legal challenges. The ban is part of a public health emergency declaration over gun violence and drug abuse. The Democratic governor cited the killings of a 13-year-old girl and an 11-year-old boy, as well as 2 May mass shootings in the state. The declaration. The order includes a 30-day suspension of open and concealed carry laws in Bernalillo County and a ban on the carrying of guns on state property, including state buildings, schools, and some parks. Experts say it will likely do more to test the waters around gun control policies than it will to directly stop gun violence. When asked during a Friday news conference whether she believes the moves will stop criminals in Albuquerque from carrying a gun on the streets, Lujan Grisham flatly stated no. But here's what I do think. It's a pretty resounding message to everybody else in that community to report a crime, to tell us what's going on, to aid law enforcement to do something different, she said. So that's where we're at so far. And basically, the New Mexico Attorney General, who is a total lefty, has already come out and stated that they're not going to be enforcing any such order by Michelle Lujan Grisham, and as well as Harold Medina, the Albuquerque APD police chief, which is the largest city in New Mexico, home to over 600,000 people, has stated that he is not going to enforce this, or basically that it's an unenforceable law. And here's why I think that it's not really the best look and the best decision making by Michelle Lujan Grisham here. And let me say that I agree with a lot of the other things that she's done. I think she showed great leadership on COVID. I think that she has done a lot of good things for our state. She's got teachers' raises. She's spent a lot on our environmental aspects of the state, environmental protections. And yeah, I think she's been a good governor. But I don't necessarily agree with this. And it's because people that are law-abiding citizens and people that have concealed carry permits, they're already people who are going through the loops to legally possess firearms and to legally have be able to take them out into public. So how many shootings are committed with legal guns? You know what I mean? The vast majority of shootings, yes, there are shootings that are committed with people that legally had the guns and legally had the right to use them, but a vast number of shootings are committed by people who are disregarding the law in the first place to be able to obtain their guns. And so this is really going to have no tangible, real effect of diminishing gun violence in New Mexico, or in the state of Albuquerque, in the city of Albuquerque, excuse me. And therefore, it's being seen as a very, very strictly political move by Grisham. And whether or not it's succeeding is, I believe, is open to interpretation. And maybe from a different point of view, you could say that Grisham is succeeding in her goal of sparking a conversation or generating, people talking about this with each other, like I'm doing right now. You could say that she's succeeding if you're measuring her actions as having that goal. But if she's claiming that the goal is to reduce gun violence directly, and that this is something that's going to help save lives, well, then this isn't exactly the way to go about it, I think. And really what it's going to do is it's going to further alienate people who might have guns, which is a lot of people in the state of New Mexico. And it's going to push them away from the Democratic Party. And basically, because a lot of people are single issue voters on guns. And so it seems like it's basically kind of her posturing for a larger national crowd, and for potentially a position further down the line in her career, basically kind of signaling to those people what she would be about on when it comes to gun control. And that's good for her. That's going to, if it's going to benefit her personally. But as somebody who lives in the state, I understand why people are upset with this, because it's something that's going to have no tangible effect while taking rights away from people who are already following the laws, while, again, not having any sort of real world measurable tangible effect in reducing gun violence deaths. So yeah, kind of a miss here by Michelle Lujan Grisham. But let me know what you guys think about the new policy. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Let me know what you think about Michelle Lujan Grisham's new different moves here, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. All right, peace.